Hello everyone. Now we are going to learn about components and declarative templates. This is the very basic topic in Angular. Who are going to learn Angular? Those people can start from here. So let's start. Angular is a component-based framework. We know that components are building blocks of our application. Our application actually divided into a components. Okay, that's the reason we call it as a component based framework. A component includes a TypeScript class with @component decorator. @component decorator takes an object literal. Object literal has a key value pairs. First key value pair is for selector. Second one is for template URL. Third one is for styles URLs. We'll see parallelly develop the one component in Angular application. I mean uh, discussing about component and declarative templates. Parallelly, we can implement one component and how the component will be prepared. Such things we'll see. Okay, uh, let's move to Visual Studio Code. This is the Visual Studio Code. In previous session, I have created a workspace. In that workspace, there is two projects: my app, my library. My default project is my app. Here, I'm going to create a component, that is ng g c, g for generate, c for component. Component name is ABC. I name it ABC. It will create when I run this command, Angular will create a component and update the component in angular.module app.module.ts. See this. The first four files are component related: abc.component.html, that means that is the view file; abc.component.spec.ts, that file is for unit testing; and abc.component.ts, that file is for component application related logic. I mean here is a component file, so the logic will be placed inside component.ts. Okay, abc.component.scss, this file has a styles related code. Okay, the four files are for abc component. So once the files are created, the abc component is updated inside app module. Update in the sense, the abc component is registered with app.module.ts. Now we'll see how the component is created. See this. This is the view file app.component.html. Simple template. That is a paragraph. ABC works. That's it. And this is a spec file. Spec file for unit testing. We can write a unit testable code here for every statement in app.component.ts file. This is our logic. Actual logic will place here. app component.ts file. Okay, and this is abc.component.scss file. In this place we can place our styles related code. Now we'll see, this is view, just there is a paragraph tag, nothing to explain. Spec file, this is the file to write a unit testable code. This is not a right time to discuss about this unit testable code. And abc.component.ts file, this is the component file. Here we can place our application logic. So this is just like a TypeScript class. This is just TypeScript class with @component decorator. This @component decorator will take a object literal as a parameter. This object literal has key value pairs, selector, and its value is app-abc, and the template URL, this is the path of the view, and the styles URLs means the styles which are applied to this view. So here the selector, this is a component selector. This is a component selector. When we can place this component selector in another views. When the matched selector is identified by the Angler will create instance for this class. We'll see that one. And here in this file path abc.component.h, this is the view. When the component is rendered, this view will be rendered in browser. This view, the required styles are defined inside the abc.component.scss. Now, so this selector, I am going to place this selector in app.component. Here I have placed that selector, component selector here. And one thing we need to discuss, this app.component is registered with app module inside the declarations. The components, pipes, and directives, all such kind of classes will be registered inside app module in declarative sections. In declarations is a array. Here we can register our components. Okay, the abc component is registered automatically when we run this command. The Angler will create 4 files which are related to abc component. After creating these files, the abc component will be registered with the app.module.ts. Okay, now we'll see by running the application. The selector I have used in app.component.html. Now I will run the application. When Angler runs the application, Angler checks the component. The component match with this app-abc. When it matches with the selector, this selector is for where? Here. This is the selector. So when it matches with this component will be rendered. Now I will run ng serve open. After run, the application will compile, but we got one error. I think this file is removed recently in model. This is the file. I will remove here and save. When I save, the JIT compiler, just in time compiler, will rerun the compilation. Now the project is compiled and reloaded. There is no compilation errors now. Okay, we'll see the output. See this, ABC works. Now this is a different one. Okay, ABC works. This is the component tag with the selector, CSS selector it is. So element selector, we can call it as a element selector because it works like a, see this tag like a element, so that's why we can call it as a element selector. Okay, HTML, inside this view there is one paragraph tag. Many times I have placed this, so the output would be this is like this. Okay, now this is the way we can create components. And next step, see now the component decorator will take a object literal that will have selector, CSS selector. Using that CSS selector we can place any in any template. When that selector matches, the component will create one instance. The component will create one instance for that component. After creating the instance, the respective view will be rendered at that place where we place the element, component element. And this is the HTML template URL, where this is the template URL. These are the styles. Okay, now we'll go next page. When I run this command, the component will be created, we have seen. And component @component decorator specifies the following information: a CSS selector that defines how the component is used in template, and the template elements in HTML elements in your template that matches the selector becomes instance of component. That means in app component.html it is, this is the element selector. When the selector is matches with the selector of ABC component, this is the selector, so the instance will be created by angle for this component. one instance will be created. For this instance, there is a view, that is abc.component.html. That view will be rendered. That view will be rendered at this place. This element will be replaced with this view. So the view rendered like this. The view rendered like this, and a HTML template that instructs Angular how to render the component. If for every component has a view, that would be the view of that component. Okay, an optional set of CSS styles. These styles are whatever the styles defined inside the uh, file of files, inside the files app series. Inside this file, whatever the CSS styles are defined inside this file, those styles will apply to the view, apply to this view. Okay, here Angular declarative templates. Okay, what is Angular declarative templates? This template is a clean separation of our application logic from presentation logic. Presentation logic is templates are based on standard HTML. Actually, the presentation logic is defined with standard HTML. This is a very easy one to build and maintain and update the presentation. So the templates are based on standard HTML. Templates. Every component has an HTML template. You know that every component has HTML templates defined either in inline or by file path. See this. This is the file path. We can define HTML here as well. Here in this place also. That is the different one. We'll discuss later. Okay, and how can we? Okay, now we have separated the presentation logic and application logic. So if I want to update the presentation logic with respect to application logic, how can I pass the data? How can I insert the data into the presentation logic? There is a three ways. One is interpolation, another one is property binding, another one is event binding. Using interpolation inserts a dynamic text. Property binding. Property binding sets. Using this property binding, we can set value to the properties of component and the attributes of HTML elements. We'll see the examples. For these features. Event binding binds the methods as event listeners to listen for and response to user actions. Okay, we'll explain these features using our example. Next, how Angular extends HTML. Angular extends HTML with additional syntax that inserts dynamic values from our component. Angular automatically updates the rendered DOM when your component states changes. Okay, these are the things we are going to explain through our example. Now we just created a component. That component has a one HTML file for template, view, one file for styles to define styles, and one file for unit testing that is not required to the implementation. that is different one. Okay, now how can I, now this is the application logic. Now I want to pass, I want to insert data from application logic to presentation logic. Because of the HTML and component logic will be separated. That is the main feature of Angular. Okay, now here I will define a property title string title. Why title showing error? Property title has no initializer. Now I will refer here title. See this? Here I have title my first application. My first application. The title string will be used in presentation logic with the feature of interpolation. When the when double curly braces are occurred, this will instruct the Angular to render the property, whatever inside that property will be fetched from the application logic and rendered at the presentation logic like this. This will instructs to interpolate that string. Okay, and another one is property binding. So to explain this property binding, now I will create style dot color equal color. The color property is not there. I will define ABC component. The property will define here color string equal red. Now the color property is defined. This color property has a value string red. This one used at ABC component view with property binding style dot color. Actually this is not a property, this is the attribute. The style is a attribute of P, color is a CSS property of style. So we'll see the output. See this, the color is applied. And another one, event binding. When we click, I will apply, when we click this red color paragraph, some event listener will listen and will listen for the user interaction, for the user action. So here I will, hey hello, method as a event listener. This method is not defined at application logic side. So now I'm going to create application logic side. Okay, hello. The method is defined here. This method made as a event listener for the paragraph click event. Highlight. Hello for you. So now this is the paragraph, red color paragraph. When I click here, hello, how are you? The event listener listens the user action and gives this message, because this alert message is defined inside that event listener. Okay, this is the way we can define event listeners, and that will be mapped, and that will be the here this is the event binding. The event binding is bind with the element with braces. Inside braces there is a event, and after equal to we'll map our method which is defined at component side. That method is works like say event listener, and this is the property. This is the property of paragraph. I mean property or attribute, anything. This is the attribute of paragraph. For that attribute I have assigned a color. Color of this is a property which is defined inside app component with the value red. That red value will be mapped to style attribute of color. So the paragraph will be rendered like a color, and this is the interpolation. We can this interpolation is defined with double curly braces. This double curly braces instructs the angler to render the string in that place where the double curly braces are placed, like this. In this way we can pass the values from application logic to presentation logic. In this session we have learned creating a component. The component is a building block of Angular applications. Every component has a view and application logic. The component is defined with a separate files. One file is for view, one file is for creating a one file is for defining styles, the styles which are used for that component presentation logic, and one file is for application logic. The component here we have template, declarative templates. Today's topic is component and declarative templates. Declarative templates is a feature of Angular that cleanly cleanly separates the application logic and the presentation logic. That is the main feature. So here templates used as a used to create a templates. We have used a standard HTML. That is a nice thing. Standard HTML means we can easily update our HTML, our presentation logic with the HTML. That means that is very easy to update and maintain that template. These are the things we have learned, and also we have learned about interpolation and attribute and property binding, event binding things as well. In coming session, uh, we will discuss another topic, um, which is continuation session to this topic. Okay, okay, everyone. Bye. We'll meet in next session.